Nothing more makes me happy than when we talk about the downfall of Bret the Hitman Hart. And this past week, actually, it's been 2 weeks since he's been in Montreal and the Q&A that he did in Montreal at the Leonardo da Vinci Center in St. Leonard. Did we start hearing the rumbles of Bret Hart's complaining? And let me tell you, boys, since November 9th, 1997, has Bret Hart completely gone downhill. And now, more than ever, the old man Bret Hart, we're seeing it. And he started a quote-unquote rumor that Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon had an affair.
Lovers.
We're lovers.
He recently threw in Ultimate Warrior into that mix with Vince McMahon also.
He sure did.
And he completely said that Jake the Snake was a horrible human.
It was the ultimate love affair.
So hold on. Why is it something that's miserable that makes you happy? The happiest thing in the world?
Well, a man
shouldn't
like Bret
happy
Hart...
things make you happy?
No, miserable people like Bret Hart, who I don't like and don't want to acknowledge, makes me really happy to see them completely go into the gutter. And for a man who's been miserable for very long that way, and now people are starting to see it. You've waited in line for hours. You know somebody that's waited in line for hours. We know people that have waited. I know somebody that's waited to literally talk to a human being that just downgrades wrestling or downgrades people that he's wrestled with and make rumors of it. To me, is mind-blowing.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. Listen, when I heard he was coming, I was not excited at all about going to see Bret. I've seen the interviews on YouTube. I know what he's going to talk about. And yeah, like, man, I never want to meet my heroes. I never want to meet people that I grew up like admiring, because you meet them and you just see this like sad version of who they used to be or how angry they are. And I get it, man. He devoted his whole life to wrestling, and he lost so many everything to wrestling. His family, his whole family, right? Yeah. His whole family is a wrestling family. But at the same time, it's like it's getting really hard to defend him. Like he's Bret the bitter man Hart. Like he really, really is like angry.
Yeah,
and like
good.
even like maybe, like Shawn and Vince did have something going on, but who cares? Like, why would you bring that up now? Like, I find it just doesn't make any sense.
Didn't all three of them make amends?
And that's the other thing. You shook his hand like in the ring. Like, why are you doing this now? And then you're like, oh, if they were here, I would say it to their face. That doesn't make you cool, bro. Like, what the hell is that? Like,
I never understood Bret Hart. He wanted to win in Montreal in 1997, take the title, and go to WCW.
No,
right?
he didn't want to win in Canada, apparently.
He didn't want to drop it in Canada.
Yeah.
Or to Shawn.
Or to Shawn.
Yeah.
Right?
He wanted to drop it before going to WCW.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, it's a big difference.
You wanted to make more money, so you signed and you went to WCW. Your career literally went in like...
Sorry, I have to correct you on that, and then I'll turn it back over to you. It's not that he wanted to make more money. It's that he didn't want to make less money because Vince was giving him a new offer that was less than what he was currently getting paid already.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Champion, there's so many people in sports that take a downgrade in their salary to make the team better and to give more money to people to make just the product or the team or just the environment better.
Yeah, at the time, Vince told him, hey, listen, we're struggling right now.
Yeah.
Take this deal and we'll build together.
Yeah.
And
he didn't want.
Apparently Bret had said yes to that, but then came the whole title situation. Yeah. Vince did not want him to leave with it.
So you suck it up. Yeah, you don't like Shawn Michaels. You know what? You put him over. He wins. You move forward. Yeah, you went to WCW and you literally nothing happened.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing happened.
You maybe had some good matches with Sting.
They started.
Hold on, I'm a little confused. Because he didn't want to drop the title, but they didn't know that he was leaving.
They knew he was leaving.
Vince told him if you...
Yeah, because he hadn't signed anything, so Vince was assuming that he was going there.
Vince proposed to him.
He
told him...
He was assuming.
No, listen. Vince told him if you go to WCW, they're going to give you more money. Vince told him that.
Yeah.
Because they worked together for so long and Bret wasn't comfortable signing a contract for less money. So Vince told him, if you go to WCW, I understand it's business. I'm not going to hold it against you. You'll get more money from there. Just to put that out there. So they knew he was going to WCW.
No,
because he had even said, he goes, if they can match or come close to the number, I'll stay with WWE.
The screw job is what makes him go WCW.
Yeah.
And then he says, right there, I made up my mind.
Yeah, because he was obviously not going to stay
exactly.
there.
He wasn't going. So did they just want him to lose the belt before, if in case he was going to jump ship?
To my understanding, and I'm sure there's other people out there.
We're going to get blasted by the people that know the shit.
What happened, to my knowledge, is that his last match was in Montreal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Against Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I was there.
And people knew that he had signed. And that was his last match. He just didn't want to drop the belt to Shawn Michaels. But Vince knew that he didn't want to drop the belt, so they screwed him. He was going to Monday Night Raw in a couple of weeks. He went to Monday Night Raw. The whole point of our
Nitro.
Nitro, sorry.
But I had heard that he said that he would even go on Monday Night Raw the next night and just like vacate the belt.
Yeah.
Like worst case, you know?
I think that's what it was. He didn't want to lose it. He wanted like a tournament or something for it. Guys, here's the belt.
Well, you know what? Vince didn't want that. It is what it is.
Yeah.
They screwed him. He went to WCW. It was the downfall of his career and the downfall of humanity for him.
It lasted how long his WCW career? Like a year? Almost 2 years?
Like 3 years.
Yeah.
He
It
joined the NWO. Like he did
Coming out with
so much
joining
shit.
the NWO looks so weird. First of all, he never changed his attire. So like he didn't match with the rest of the crew.
And he has no character like that. No charisma.
Yeah, it didn't make him look any better.
He was here.
Yeah.
And he went
Look,
right
when
here.
they brought him into WCW, his first time appearing on WCW was as a special referee. That made zero sense. Like,
yeah.
you can't blame somebody for leaving a company and going to work somewhere else for more money. It's not his fault that he had a fall in WCW. It was the creative. It was WCW itself that didn't know how to use Bret Hart. They had nothing for him. They just had him around. The only times that he really started getting like pushed to main event level was in 1999. That was like a year and a half, 2 years after he had already joined the company, which was too late at that point.
And the company's crashing at
the
this
company
point.
is crashing. He was their world heavyweight champion. He won the title twice.
Yeah.
One of the times was he beat Goldberg for the title. Not too many people beat Goldberg. So, they were doing something with him. But that's also the year that he got concussed by Goldberg. And then the year later, a couple of months later, he had to retire because of that. So,
but does that excuse
it does not
his behavior today?
No,
where he's just on every single talk show or whatever they're called, podcast, and he's just like shitting on everyone he's ever worked with. Like,
But that's the thing with Bret. Like, I think he also understood that the industry was changing, and he was not able to adapt at that time to what was going on because vignettes were like the biggest thing, and he's okay on the mic, but he's not the best. Like, he's good in the ring, one of the best in the ring. If you put it that way, like if you see, I was an HBK guy, so I didn't like Bret at all. But my problem is now, like you're saying, why not just be good with the company? They'll bring you in for those nostalgic things. Oh, Bret Hart here,
and they
Bret
still
Hart
do.
that. And
They bring him in
They
all the
just put him in
time.
the Hall of Fame for the match.
But
First
now,
match
do you
ever,
think
and he's still shitting on
they're
him.
going to
And
do
then
anything with him?
And then what does he say? They bring him in for a Hall of Fame. He's just like, oh, whatever. Like, what more do you want? And then he shits on Triple H. It's like,
He shat on AEW, and they do the Owen Hart
Owen
tournament.
Hart, yeah.
He was on AEW, wasn't he, at one point?
Yeah, he presented the
Right.
The first, I was
when
there
he
in
showed
Vegas.
the world title.
They brought him out.
Where
just
the
to-
fuck weren't you? All the fucking events.
My dad took me.
So this dude,
Johnny Worldwide.
No. Vegas, I was solo dolo, baby.
so he does this for money, and then goes and complains and shits on everything.
Yeah.
It's a tired old man rant, and it sucks, man.
Listen,
But are you gonna do you
It's
feel
ruining his legacy. Sorry, go ahead.
do you feel comfortable literally waiting in line and be like, oh my god, I'm gonna meet my idol Bret the Hitman?
No,
Hart.
I
I'm
never
gonna
want to
stand
meet
there.
Zero.
and
I
I'm
never
gonna
want to
be
meet
like,
anybody.
excuse me, can you sign this, you grumpy old fuck?
He'll be like,
No,
okay.
No, I don't care whoever you're a fan of. If that's the person you're gonna meet and he's gonna be acting that way,
But listen, to throw him some bail, I have a friend who's also a wrestler, and he told me he did a show with him. He didn't really.
he shows up for money. Fuck that
no,
shit.
no,
he shows up for
Yeah,
money.
well, yeah,
the
but
old
he
fart,
didn't really
the old
mingle-
bag of shit. Shawn Michaels was better than him. Kurt Angle's a better technical
Hold on,
wrestler
hold on.
than him.
He didn't really
Ooh, hot take.
mingle with anybody, but when it was time for him to meet some of the wrestlers, they said that he was very, very nice.
Yeah.
And he was
hi, you're paying me $50 an hour to be here. Oh yeah, you have a mask on. You're cool. Thanks
Yeah.
for the $50. Oh, I'm at 100.
Yeah, and then I'm out.
Honestly,
Come on.
Bret. I think the problem too that he thought he was better than he really maybe was. Like he thought he was.
His brother was better than him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I loved Owen. I think Bret was good. He was really good in the ring. He could work, but like he wasn't the best. He couldn't carry the company.
He was being pushed by the machine. But by himself, he was
0%.
There was
could hold down the
Quick
company.
question, because I can't remember. He was Intercontinental Champion 92, 90,
Yeah, 92. From 92 to like
93?
93, 94, yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever the dates are, maybe 91. Anyways, really good Intercontinental Champion. But don't forget the downfall of WWE and when WWE was struggling. Who was the face of the company?
He was the champ.
Well, number one, who was the face of the company?
When Bret Hart.
When the company was going into
when
the
they going
gutter.
into shit. He was the champion.
But it was also going down when Shawn Michaels was the champion.
Hold on a second, sir.
No. Your favorite boy
Hold
toy
on. Let him
was
finish,
this
let him
company
finish.
was also struggling.
It was Bret, yeah.
It was Bret Hart.
It was Bret.
Shawn
A few
Michaels.
guys. It was a few guys.
Absolutely, but Bret was the face of the company because he was the champion.
Yeah.
Shawn became the champion WrestleMania 12, 1996.
Yep.
For a very short
Is that
period
the
of
Iron
time.
Man match? Yeah, that's the
The
Iron Man, right?
match.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite, probably my favorite match of all
That's a
time.
beautiful match.
He was a champion for a short period of time.
His favorite match of all time, but he says Bret Hart sucks. It
It's
takes
because
two
of
to
Shawn
tango.
Michaels. Don't forget who won that
It takes
match.
two to tango.
So Shawn can make this Kleenex box.
Why is it Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle your favorite match? Why is it versus Bret Hart? When you
because
just
as a
said that
kid,
Kurt Angle is so
as a
much better
kid,
than Bret
let
Hart
me talk.
in the ring.
As a kid, seeing my favorite wrestler win the belt for the first time and him holding that championship in the ring, that's why.
But that's
Bret
a
Hart
moment.
winning the belt.
That's a moment. That's not a match.
Hold on.
still-
Finish your
60
thought, though.
minutes,
Finish your
man.
thought about
60 minutes, 60 plus.
the
forgettable
carrying the company.
So Bret Hart carrying the company on his back. That's when it was going into the gutter. Shawn Michaels won in 96. He had the belt for a short period of time. Had the back and forth with Psycho Sid.
Yeah, he dropped
Yeah.
it to Sid, then got it back from
And
him.
then right after that, started DX.
Yeah.
The Attitude
And that's
Era.
when the Attitude Era. Stone Cold didn't start the Attitude Era. I'm sorry.
No, I agree.
It was
DX.
DX.
Yeah,
it was
I agree.
DX.
Stone
I agree
Cold
with you.
took that
But
and
Bret
made
with
it
it.
into a
Bret
global
was,
phenomenon.
But Bret was really good during the Attitude
Yeah,
Era
when he had
because
the Hart
was,
Foundation,
He
he
was
was
the
great.
Canadian,
The Canadian, yeah.
anti-American guy, and he had a couple of like.
And he would just catch the heat from the
Like,
US fans, you know?
Yeah.
Yo, the
His feud
fans,
with
the
Vince,
Canadian fans versus the American fans, it was like real heat. Like there was like actual tension.
They would
it
have
was-
like flag matches,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was real, man.
Remember the Patriot?
Yeah. I just watched that in your house.
yeah?
I was like dying.
He had Kurt Angle.
brought in
Kurt
the
Angle's
Patriot.
music.
Kurt Angle's
yeah,
music,
yeah.
I love how the Patriot is like an American guy dressed as a luchador. What's going on?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before, eh?
But that being said, we're getting into 2025.
Yeah, get
Where-
over it, bud.
Right? Get over it.
Move
push
on, man.
Push wrestling. You say you were the best at wrestling, then push wrestling forward.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well,
Stop
Sean,
being-
man, what he's doing with NXT, he's taking this young generation forward, man.
Sean's not wrestling. Bret
is just
Bret
such a
retired.
He could have given
puss,
his
man.
knowledge like to move the industry forward.
Absolutely.
He
He could have
yeah.
done what Sean did. He could have sucked it up and did something.
Yeah, at a certain point, like get over it. Like you like we said, you've made amends. Let's move on.
Or
Like,
You've
don't-
talked about
don't-
it like a million times.
Yeah.
What else is there left
Or
to
don't
say?
get over it, like because I don't want to tell someone to get over their feelings, but just don't talk about it like in open spaces. You know what I mean? Like enough is enough. Like we've heard these stories. Like you're ruining your legacy.
Make a difference.
It doesn't.
but you're saying not to get over their feelings, but him not getting over his feelings is what's propelling him to do this stupid shit that he's doing now.
but he's
If he
ruining
would-
his legacy.
If he would make amends with himself or the company or whatever, just hey, listen, I don't want anything to do with WWE, but like that's a chapter that's closed for me.
Which it keeps showing up though to WWE things. So it's like it's weird.
I would much rather like Bret talk about like his 60-minute Iron Man match with HBK. Give us the insight on that. Like, what did you guys
Yeah.
talk about? Give me that
You think
side
he's gonna
of.
go through that and not bad talk
I know,
HBK?
but like, man,
Like, talk
anyways.
about the match with your brother. Do
Yeah,
like
exactly.
so much. Anyways, with that being said, make a difference. You know, do something, add value instead of downgrading wrestling. That's all I wanted to
100%
bring.
agree.
Thank you.
Beautiful, Steve.
Lights up, smoke rise, that's the moment we live for. Bell hit, crowd lit that front door. Johnny 2 Bell shining heavy like he came for an encore. Cash